Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Research Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here have been ready for this clash since early this morning. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Beavers will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers offense will start this game off. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll pull it down. Across the 25, he's got room. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oaks. First down here for the offense. The give out of the gun.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them.
They stick with that plan on second. He's got his man. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Bringing it back, it's Wallace. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Beavers offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job on it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Grab near the sticks. It's Wallace. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Beavers are marching down the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. On the move at the 30. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be... If it wasn't knocked free for a fumble, it'll be third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Trying to make magic with his feet. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. The field goal is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Line gets set, first down. Wants to pass it. Oh, and he wants to throw it. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Hodges. There to make the tackle, but the fake throw is good enough to give them a first down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Oh, he left him grabbing. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Going for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Missouri.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Beavers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin them deep. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Quick step and go. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Completes it in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Safe completion on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Got room on the return. A dangerous cover man, and it
Missouri.
return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They're trying to get to it. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, when you coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a lead.
On 3rd down, going up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon State. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun. Give on the inside. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Wells. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Yeah, you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Birch is way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the gun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun, the ground game. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. From deep in their own territory, looking to throw. And now the ball's loose in the end zone. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. They'll give it to the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Slips through the line. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. To let that one get away from them, they look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Got his man in the middle. Knocked down to the tackle.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They'll try to pick up the first. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Line gets set. First down. He's going to pass. Makes his connection. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He's got the back in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Line getting set on second down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Snags it over the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Missouri wants to go fast.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, safe.
Throws for the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. Defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with the lone back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, in the house Ocho Cinco and Hushmanzada built. Reser Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12, and conference implications are aplenty. As we'll see, the Stanford Cardinals taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Oregon State Beavers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, Dave Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Oregon State's return team didn't help matters out much there. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throat, and they gashed you.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Right back to the well. Still running at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays, you rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
49 yard line. Now, 4th down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
They'll run it from the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Feeling some heat. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Open space at the 25. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The official says no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Offense getting set for first down. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's DeMarco. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. At the 35, he's loose. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. There's a live football. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes it. Got him downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're bringing heat. Catch in the middle, it's Blackburn. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
Oregon State, 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They go to the ground. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's DeMarco. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Pushes for the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going on, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
He's got it. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Brings up 3rd down.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it down the left. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Beavers! A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flare, a 77-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. That's reeled in. It's Blackburn. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Showing off the arm. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal block on the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's DeMarco. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Snaps it in the shotgun. Got it in the middle. It's key. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming in the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends, because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And it's hard to run a route, get lost through the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He wants to throw it again. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Davis. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned.
And that pass intercepted. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Stanford! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast. Take advantage the block, it's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lost one down the sideline. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Beavers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis.
The Beavers will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Finds his man. It's Davis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Makes the grab on the left side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. He wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. To the air, it's DeMarco. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them.
And he will score! Touchdown, Cardinal! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 21 over Washington. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that could collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, it's Wallace. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up his offense nicely. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Here's the handoff. At the 45 on his way. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Beaver! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ballgame. This offense
going downfield for the big play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Stanford! He broke.
Touchdown.
And they couldn't catch him.
Number 19.
That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to go up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open.
Touchdown, Oregon State. And they take it in for 6 more points. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Agnew. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Moving away from pressure. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Coming after it. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose as they get set to snap it time, winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's caught. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
28.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Power ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll go to the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
A little screen to the running back. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
We'll give the defense credit there on third down. It almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a first down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on first down. Brings it in down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Beaver! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. The give from the gun. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Off the play fake. Trying to get to it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Back to throw, it's DeMarco. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
The aerial assault continues. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
I get it. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon State. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll throw it on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Looking downfield, it's DeMarco. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes to the right. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? 3rd down play from the gun. He's got his man. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. And the Beavers with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Gonna let it fly. Snags it inside the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Oregon State.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. And he got it. Redemption, atonement, missed earlier, but when it mattered most, he nailed it. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. And the Sooners will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Oregon State Beavers offense takes the field for the first time today. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Using the quick game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
Hold up.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lapped.
Fires and picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Beavers are rolling down the field. The give to the back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's a great job by the defense, not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense has a 2nd down play. Handoff from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on his many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can... on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Gets it out fast. Nice move to pick up yardage. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. He leaves it with his back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets it out quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Never a doubt. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. He's got it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Wallace. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution, and that field starts to string, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oregon State.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Beavers get enough to move the chains. Now on first down from the 43. They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Dan, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. He's going to pass. He's right on target. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They want to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Beavers are in the hurry-up. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He's going for the big play. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Beavers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Offense set on 1st down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Gets it to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so...
He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Beavers!
Return team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. Leaves it with the back. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. They stripped it out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a huge play.
A timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Touchdown, Oregon State. And with that one, they... in the second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for the two-point try. Motion from the offense. The snap sets up the throw. And he makes the grab for the deuce. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now.
Afterburners coming. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman Oklahoma.
Firing to the right, complete. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Quick release on the RPO. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire play.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletic.
He'll take a shot. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. A run for the quarterback. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the play fake. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give. He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Beaver! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options are on the table.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. These two quarterbacks have produced. reduced as we check out their numbers after 3. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Sooners have moved it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. It's complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. They need 1 yard on third down to keep this one going. This will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll try to get it through the air. He finds his man. Touchdown Sooners! What a grab and go for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He goes out of bounds at the 40 after an excellent return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, running back on the move. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of the stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab at the 30. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the fourth fourth quarter.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to take off on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
The give to the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Beavers! They move on top here in the fourth. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, what's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UMass sure is making the flagship proud today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball. They're up by 21 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout. So there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Makes his connection. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They're going to throw it again. Got the back over the middle.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop.
Give him 6. Touchdown Sooner.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Listen, everybody practices the 2-minute drill and trying to go fast. but it's really nice when the quarterback has his time to get his thoughts clear, understand down and distance, maybe audible at the line of scrimmage.
Going for it all. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Oregon State. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Got his man. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
It's second down.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's looking for a man on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, at this point in the game, the defense now is substituting their personnel. They've got their dime package in the game. There's a lot of DBs out there. They know this offense is going to have to throw the football to climb back in this game.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game, but it all comes down.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.